Why do some countries hoard mountains of gold while others barely have a pile? And where does India stand in the list of the top 8 gold giants? Hello viewers, I'm Kavya Khandelwal and you're watching The Edge. Gold isn't just about shiny jewelries or Bollywood wedding sets. It's also the secret weapon of economies. It's the ultimate insurance policy, a hedge against crisis, and a symbol of power that no cryptocurrency or digital payment system has been able to replace. According to the latest World Gold Council, that is Q2 2025, these are the 8 countries that have the biggest gold reserves in the world. And trust me, the rankings may surprise you. Let's set the stage. For centuries, kings, emperors, and modern governments alike have stashed away gold like a dragon hoards treasure. Why? Because gold doesn't rust, doesn't vanish with inflation, and doesn't depend on anyone's promise. When currencies collapse, gold shines brightest. So, who's got the biggest stash today? Let's count them down. Number 1, the United States, the gold superpower. Sitting on the throne of gold is the United States. They have got 8,133.46 tons of gold. That's more than double the second-placed country. And the wild part, these numbers aren't really moved since the early 2000s. It's like America locked up its treasure chest and threw away the key. Most of this gold sits in Fort Knox. Yes, the same Fort Knox you have seen in movies, one of the most secure walls on earth. If golds were Olympic medals and the US win gold, silver and bronze all at once. Then comes Germany, the careful guardian. Germany with 3,350.25 tons. Now here's the twist. Their reserves have been shrinking slowly over time. Back in 2000, they had more than 3,468 tons. But still, Germany remains the second largest holder of gold. And for a country that faced hyperinflation in the 1920s, keeping that much gold feels like insurance against history repeating itself. Then comes Italy, the steady player, with 2,451.84 tons. Unlike Germany, Italy hasn't moved an inch for decades. Their gold reserves have been flat like a heartbeat monitor stuck in pause mode. It's almost funny, Italy may change governments faster than we change phone covers, but their gold policy, rock solid. Fourth is France, the settler, with 2,437 tons. Now, France once had over 3,000 tons in the early 2000s, but it trimmed it down. Since 2012, it has hovered around the same 2,437 mark. It's like they found a sweet spot and decided, that's enough. Fifth, we have Russia, the hungry collector, with 2,329.63 tons. This one's interesting. In 2000, Russia had only 343 tons. That's like going from a small jewelry shop to owning a global gold supermarket. In just 25 years, they have built one of the fastest growing stockpiles, partly to protect themselves from sanctions and the unpredictability of global markets. Then comes China, the silent accumulator. At number 6, China, with 2,279.6 tons. But here's the catch. While that's a big number, it's tiny compared to their overall foreign reserves. China is known to slowly, quietly increase its gold stash. Think of it like someone sneaking extra snacks into their shopping cart when no one's watching. Many experts believe China's real gold reserves might be higher than what they officially report. 7th is Switzerland, the small giant with 1,040 tons. Now, you would expect bigger countries to dominate this list, but Switzerland punches way above its weight. Why? Because Switzerland is basically the world's banker. Neutral in wars, rich in trust, and famous for Swiss walls. Holding gold is part of their identity. Then comes India, the rising collector. And finally, India with 880 tons. Now, this is where the story gets personal. India has been steadily building its reserves from just 357 tons in 2001 to almost 900 tons today. That's an all-time high. And let's be real, gold is not just in RBI walls. Indian households are believed to hold over 25,000 tons of gold privately. Yes, that's more than the US government's stash hidden in cupboards, bank lockers, and wedding gifts. So while India is 8th officially, unofficially it's a gold powerhouse. But here's the real question. Does having gold really guarantee economic power? Not always. Some of the richest economies today, like Japan and Canada, aren't even in the top 10. And countries like Venezuela had gold but lost financial stability. So, while gold gives security, it's not a magic wand. The challenge is how a country uses it in tough times. For example, during global crises like the 2008 crash or the COVID-19 pandemic, gold prices shot up. Countries with big reserves could lean on them for stability. But countries with small reserves, they had fewer cushions to fall back on. That's why nations still compete to hoard gold in 2025, despite living in a digital age. It's like saying, yes, we have crypto, but give me something I can actually hold in my hand. Here's the twist. The gold story is not just about economics, it's about trust. Gold is the only universal language of wealth. If tomorrow the dollar collapsed or cryptocurrencies crashed, people would still turn to gold. So while the US tops the charts today and India proudly climbs up, the hidden truth is this: every country wants a bigger slice of the shiny pie. The question is, how much is enough? So, to recap, the world's biggest gold holders are: number 1, United States, 8,133 tons, then Germany, 3,350 tons, then comes Italy with 2,451 tons, then comes France with 2,437 tons, then comes Russia with 2,329 tons, and then China with 2,279 tons, then Switzerland with 1,040 tons, and then India with 880 tons. Gold may no longer decide empires, but it still whispers power in the halls of global finance. Which country do you think will rise fastest in this list? India, China, or Russia? Drop your answers in the comments and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow The Edge.